this is just a short video. I hope it's of fair quality, and this is I'm recording it on my new phone, so forgive me for the shakiness. I'll try to hold the camera steady, but and I don't know how much memory I have, so we're working on that. This is my day kit, and I don't want to go into detail. I'm not going to go into philosophy. If you want to check out philosophy, check out my other videos where I talk more in depth about the reason and the use for this stuff beyond its like normal thing, and beyond its reason for stores to sell it, because a store will sell something intended for this, and people will just take it and build other stuff. For example, people will buy some PVC pipe and some rope or something and make a super strong longbow. Who would have thought that that's what they would use PVC for? But anyway, so that's just an example. So this is my day kit, and I'm just going to go through the different sections, and I'll touch on a few other things of theory, so you understand that I'm covering that as far as people who are watching this that are experts. But as far as you novices, this is just your basic camping. It's not really a 2-day hike. I mean, it's not really a 3-day. I could extend it, and I'd have to carry some extra stuff, but otherwise, it's a pretty comprehensive day kit. 1 day, possibly 1 night, and then the following morning. But it wouldn't be 2 full days. It'd be like a day and a half, So let's just get started. We'll start over here with the food. I've got a pretty good selection and variety. I've got me some oatmeal. As you can see here, just some generic oatmeal. This is flavored as strawberries and cream, but I got 3 packets, and if I were to eat this for breakfast, I'd probably have 2 one morning, and then some oatmeal the next morning if I were to stay overnight, and I'd have some jelly on bread, and I'd bring my bread ingredients, cook it over the fire. So that, that's my 2-day supply of food as far as breakfast goes. And then I'd have to carry other stuff for lunch and stuff like that. But beyond that, I have coffee. This is a coffee from a hotel, but it's still really good, and it's in its own pouch, so I don't need filters. And I got raisins. I don't particularly like raisins. I'm going to trade these out for cranberries, but that's what I have right now. This is an emergency MRE food kit. Well, it's not really an emergency, but it's an MRE food kit for military, and as you can see, the Tabasco is not really good anymore, but the rest of it, pretty much is, because it's all sealed, and you got some matches in there and stuff like that. So this is just a emergency food kit. It's got some coffee in there, creamer, piece of gum, matches, napkin, wet wipe, and sugar. So that's a good little mini kit of sugars and caffeine and stuff, so that'd be really good if needed. If I had a stock of these, I'd just put it in my bag, and I'd use it whenever I went out there, just because. But yeah, it's more or less an emergency if I'm out there longer than I thought I'd be. So, and then I got some peanut butter. This is all MRE right here, but this is really good. This has got a lot of calories in this peanut butter, this pack of peanut butter. Then I've got a bag of tea, because I like my tea at night, so, don't want to have too much caffeine. And then condiments are pretty much this Pizza Hut Parmesan, creamer, sugar, pepper and salt, salt-free seasoning, a hand cleaner, and another hand cleaner. So that takes care of condiments, and another napkin, and a little measuring spoon for my bread stuff. And all that goes in that bag. So, no, all of that goes in my cooking stuff, which we'll get to in a minute. So that takes care of food. And then I've got more condiments and more coffee in here with coffee filters. And as you can see, I have it in a mess kit pot. So we're at 5 minutes. I think I'm going to go to 10 and hope I have enough battery and memory. So here we go. Continuing on. So that takes care of food. Here's some medicines. This is a lot of medicines in here. I got Tylenol, I got vitamins, I've got acetaminophen, Benadryl, and yeah, and ibuprofen. So that's what I got in there. And then I got the same thing in this container, but this is more readily available. I'd either have this in my pocket or the top of my backpack. So it'd go right there. Yeah. So there's that, and then I got some sanitation. Well, you know, these are towels, toilet paper, and cleaning up. And then I've got a microfiber rag for cleaning my pots, and then duct tape, which is very useful. And then, okay, so so that covers food and some medicines and some hygiene stuff. And then cooking, I've got my canteen cup, Stanley cook kit, and its lid. And I just put it inside of a sock so that when I put it in here, it doesn't rattle around because it's loose. You know, this doesn't fit in here that well, so it makes it a tight fit. And then most of all this food goes in this cup, and then it's its own contained kit in case I have to take it out. One more thing as far as food, this is a bandana, as you can see, but it doubles as part of my water filtration system, just because I'm going to use that with filtering my water before I possibly boil it. Okay, so moving on. Oh, and then I got a spoon, so I'll put that in the cook kit. Okay, so moving on to shelter. I got a tarp. This is a 8x8 tarp. It's not really that big, but it's big enough to where if you had to lay underneath it on the ground, it would cover you. And then if you were to put it up, you'd have to make like a sidewall or something to block the wind from another direction, because it only really covers wind from one direction. It doesn't really double as a two-sided shelter. So you'd have to build something else, which is why I have this. This is just a reflective mylar. It's actually a bag, but I cut it open, and now it's more like a blanket, and it's really reflective. It was used as packing materials, but it doubles really well. So there's that, and then I have an emergency real space blanket mylar thing, and then I got a trash bag. Trash bags are very useful, keeping my gear dry mainly, but since my backpack is a level 8 rapid backpack, don't have to worry about that much. So this also doubles as collecting other stuff and a pillow or a mat to lay on. So continue on with shelter here. I got a blanket. This is a comfy blanket because this wool blanket is not very it's not very comfortable. So I put this on top of there, and then that takes care of that. And then got another bandana and my camouflage jacket, which I use actually because of its pockets. I carry gear in it, and it's there. So, and then I got some hunting masks so I can be camouflaged, and I got a blow-up pillow. That's important. So, got 1 more minute left. I gotta make this short. Gloves. Collapsible fishing pole, hatchet, axe, camp axe, leather strop for sharpening my knives, MRE food, okay, you can't see that, MRE food heater packets in case I can't make a fire, an extra bag, more like a carry bag at camp, and then fire. We got fire here, got tinder, and a little sharpening stone in right here, and then got more tinder and a match, and then emergency knife and some fat wood, all band radio and some binoculars, and then a flashlight and a piece of bamboo, which I use for fire starting. And that takes care of my kit. Now, as far as my backpack goes, this is the backpack that I carry everything in. And everything fits inside except for the the wool blanket over there. So thanks for watching. Check out my other videos.